Hello, everyone. Well, what we're gonna see today, many people asked me in the past to do this. This is an iceberg of Tibia secrets. Okay, it was posted in Reddit some days ago, like a month ago, I think. There is multiple iceberg of Tibia secrets in Reddit. You can search it if you want. Um, so I'm gonna talk about them in this video. I'm not gonna see all of them because for me not everything is like very important, but we're gonna review the most important of them, and that's all. Hope you like it. I don't know who made this, but the credit to the player who made this. So we're gonna start with the level one, the Power Gamer. It says extremely mainstream and mysteries unsolved quests. Pretty much every TBM player is knowledgeable about these topics, which are very well documented, both by in-game lore and online. Okay, so the first level is like everyone knows. Sword of Fury in Rook Guard, Boots of Water Walking in Serpent Tower, Force and Language, which is related to Bone Lord language. Well, Serpentine Tower, level 999, Basilisk, Excalibur, blah blah blah. I'm not sure if we really have to talk about this. Everyone know these mysteries, right? Even if you don't know, I invite you to search it just in YouTube or everywhere, and you can find these topics, but everyone knows about them. So, as I said, the second topic is gonna be curious. Curious player might show interest mainstream, but slightly less known topics. Everything in this level is heavily documented and can be easily studied through the use of traditional source. People who delve into these topics for a certain amount of time will either quit from frustration or become Mysteriando enthusiasts. Okay, yeah, this is true. Uh, I mean, people who want to try their luck in Mysteriando, but for the first time, they get to this level, I guess. But yeah, frustration is very common because they try to find something very quickly, and sadly, Mr. Yando is not something that you can learn in 1 week or 1 month. Actually, you need a lot of time to go deep in these topics. But I don't think these topics here are very deep. They are very basic topics too. But maybe we can explain. Mysterious Ornate Chess Quest. Um, we know about it. This is basically related to Opticardin's Fair Quest. I'm not the best to talk about this most new quest, but I'm still learning about a lot of things. But what we can say about these topics is it was a mystery for a long time, but nowadays they are just it's a solved quest already. It was the first part, as far as I know, was solved by Colorado, and then many people discover what to do with them, just in a way to advance the quest. Okay. Then what we have here, the Nightmare Knights. Okay, I have a video about the Nightmare Knights, the lore. So if you are interested in this topic, I recommend to view my. I think it's my two first videos in this channel talking about it. And then you can learn about the Nightmare Knights. Basically, it was an order of knights, and they are part of the story of Plains of Havoc, the war against Brotherhood of Bones. You know, and actually, a lot of these topics now you can find in even in new content like Radleton or Roshamul. There you can find a lot of information about this topic. So Stipsoft is expanding this part of the lore, which is very cool, and I invite you to research about it if you are interested. Dragons under Spike Sword Quest, and I want to relate this to Silver Maze. Okay, why? In Jakun Desert or Desert Quest, we have dragons locked up when and people don't know how to reach this place. And if this place has something, people don't know how to access to it. Okay, So what I'm gonna show you now is this picture. This picture here is about this place. So here we have a very old player called Mulf. Okay, Mulf is like a very known player. It's an old player. I'm not sure if he's still playing Tibia. I don't think so. And it's the only screenshot we have about this place. Okay, this picture here is fake, but it's not fake. Okay, what I mean here, yeah, he was checking this place with floor hack. You know, he can view the lower floors with a program Tibia. But actually, he wasn't there. He faked himself, like pretending to be there. But it's not true. Uh, but this place really exists back then? Well, yes, it does. Exists nowadays? No. Okay, they change the quest or just the zips of just delete the quest. We don't really know. Okay. Um, I think personally, I think this place no longer exists. Okay. What I have found about this place is just searching, uh, about about the old lore in very old forums of Tibia. All players used to say that this place was belonged to Alistair Cromwell. Okay, and Alistair Cromwell, this was his tomb. Okay, many years ago. So here, uh, if you were able to make this quest in the past, maybe you can guess the Silver Maze, and that's why people relate Silver Maze with the Dragon under Spike Sword quest. Okay, so let me explain this picture very fast. This is in Min Wallin, okay? Min Wallin is just two level under uh, this room, okay, in the past. So there was an update that you can outfit, like choose your outfit as an elf. It was a patch. It was a not official patch, but it was a patch that you can outfit yourself like a dwarf, elf, or game masters. The thing is, you can actually hear what's what level above you, and this is supposed to be the room there. Okay, so in the past you can hear what's one level above, and this is the room, and so this room is the same as this. Nowadays it doesn't exist. Nowadays you cannot hear the dragon lords or whatever, but yeah, it's supposed to be an old quest. Of course, nowadays doesn't not exist. Let's move on this, and in another one, Rogue Minomage. It's related to the Sword of Fury, the fourth Farground Arena. There is a fourth room. I'm pretty sure everyone noticed this before. In the reward rooms, there is a fourth room, but no one know how to access it. Okay, so what's with that? It's actually a quest. I would say yes, but I'm not sure, of course, because I've never been there before. But might be a way to enter there. I don't know how, but I'm pretty sure it is a West. If you ask to me, okay. Fist weapons. Okay, so I have this about this. I have a picture about it. I'm an old player, but not that old. I start playing in and on which update 7.1 I think. But these graphics are very very old, and here you can see supposedly a fifth weapon. I'm not sure about this. It's if it's there is any old very old player watching this, please let us know in the comments if this is true or not. Okay. Okay. What else we have here? Jagundaf Banshee. Yeah, we have the Jagundaf Banshee. There is a lonely Banshee, but in Tibia we used to say there is three lonely Banshees. Okay, these three lonely banshees, one is in Jagundaf Desert, the second one is in Thais, in the Ancient Temple. Uh, It's not Ancient Temple actually. I don't remember the name, but to the south of Dice. We have the last lonely banshee in Ghostland. So, according to the lore, these banshees are supposed to be princess from Ankremun, okay? And why are why they are there and why they are undeads now? It's part of the lore and it's very interesting. And I have some videos explaining about it, which I'm not gonna do it right now because it will take too much time. There is a secret behind it, a hidden quest. Most likely, yes. Yeah, most likely there is a hidden quest there, a very old hidden quest. And probably is related one to each other. So maybe you have to do something in these three places, and maybe you can open a teleport or something like that. Most likely you have to start in Ghostland, because in Ghostland we have a room which you cannot access. Most likely this teleport leads you to Jagunda Fanchi, but it's just a theory, okay? I might be wrong, but it's a very fun topic to search for. What else we have? Secret Artifacts. That's nothing. Lake Ambrose. Okay, Lake Ambrose is about this picture I have here. Tibia was hacked back then, 2004, I think. I don't remember the year exactly, but in the program you can see what's behind this corpse in Jagundaf Desert, and actually it's a golden helmet there, a knight set, a dragon shield, and a fire sword. Okay, is this true? Is this helmet still there? We don't really know. We don't really know. Okay, it's hard to say, but in the past it was true. Okay, there used to be a golden helmet. Can you reach this place? I don't think so. Personally, I don't think so. I think this is just a joke, okay? Because this corpse is not a quest corpse. What I mean with this, you can open this corpse uh, 100 times if you want. So it will be pretty broken. If you just go, if you know how to reach this place and open the corpse every day and get a helmet. Perhaps, maybe it's you can say it's no, but now they made an update and it's a quest corpse. No, it is still not a quest corpse. Okay, I mean you can open it and it's not. You can get unlimited items if you open this corpse, even nowadays. So I still don't think it's a quest. Okay, I think it's just a joke. I mean the mappers just playing and putting there some nice items. I might be wrong. Maybe there is a different mechanic about it, but personally, I don't think you can go to this place. Okay. What else we have here? Sweaty Cyclops, Warlord Sword. We all know what is this about. The Sweaty Cyclops, this big band. He's in a AB Dendril, and you can see the warlords were there. Actually, the big band talk about the sword, and he wants some items in exchange for the warlord sword. But most likely, again, in my opinion, I don't think you can get the warlord sword from here. I think the warlord sword you can actually find it in Liberty Bay, but it's my opinion about my research. What else we have? Samael. Okay, Samael is I think is it's a very new, not new, but more recent mystery. It was discovered by Tibia Secrets, right? Tibia Secrets discovered this in the files, in the snips of files, and actually it does exist. Okay, Samael is a demon, and there is a very nice mystery there. I fully recommend to go deep on it, because with Samael you can learn a lot of things. Like Ecclesius is a warlock, for example. He's a old warlock. He lost his memories, just like everyone who used to who drink water from Jagundaf Desert lost his memory, just like Benjamin. There is a very interesting lore, at least, and if you pay attention, Ecclesius has the ability to bring demons to our reality. I mean, and that ability is just from warlocks who can open portals. As you can see in the quest with Ecclesius, you can actually hit the lens transport you to the void. I mean, a normal human cannot do that. So the Clesius history is very, very interesting, and I really recommend to read about it. Here we have the Thais rebellion with Gamel and probably people related to the topsy-turvy door in the second floor in Thais. What I think about this, if you read about this rebellion in Thais, I mean in Carlin, yeah, Carlin, most likely this rebellion is fake. I mean, I don't mean it doesn't exist in the game because it exists, but it's like a plan from Carlin to produce panic in Thais, okay? Not sure if I'm saying it well in English, but they made this. They want to suppose that it's a rebellion happening in Thais, so the kings gets panic, and but that's not true. It's like a plan. It's like an evil plan from the girls from Thais. That's why Topsy Turvy has this outfit from Caroline, okay? It's a very interesting story. Maybe I can do a video related to it, but most likely there is no more quest about it. It doesn't mean that the door in Topsy Turvy doesn't work. Okay, it's different. I think one answer about this can be also be found in Liberty Bay. Yeah, Liberty Bay might be related to the quest of Topsy and Turvy on the door. What else we have here? Lake Andrews again. I have already talked about it, right? Talons and lava. Okay, this is typical. People think that talons can move lava because there is a book talking about it. But if you read the book carefully and all the books in Demona, you realize it's just not talons and lava. It's actually, I'm gonna write it actually. Uh, it's talons, lava, and one of might. Okay, they they work like a trinity force. They are not separate. You need these three forces or items or whatever to actually do something. Where you can use this? Personally, I think the use of this is in Tystrolls, and it's supposed to be a shortcut to the Mona. So it's a very, very old quest. I'm not sure if to call it as a quest, okay? But you know how hard is the way from Tibia to the Mona because there is a maze, right? So the way is very long, and so most likely you have a shortcut from Dice Trolls to Demona, and there you have to use Talons with the lava and the one of might. It's very interesting. But let's go now to the level 3. So level 3 Mysteriando Enthusiast. Let's read the description. It says Mysteriando Enthusiasts are players who, through continuous study of mainstream Tibia mysteries, have come to take an interest on the broader, lesser visible side of Tibian lore. Information about some of these topics might be a bit hard to come by sometimes, since they aren't actually discussed by broadly outside Mysteriando circles. Okay, let's see what we have. Okay, so this level is supposed to be like people who know about a little lore of Mysteriando. They have some times invest in Mysteriandos, and so these concepts here they can understand it. Okay, allusions. Okay, allusions. Everyone can know about it. There is a lot on Tibia. Garon language. Okay, what's wrong with Garon language? Garon language you can find it in Yagundav Desert. There is a lot of book talking about Garon language, but no one really know what it means because it seems to be like a not finished project from Zipsoft. We don't really know. There is some words that you can actually learn from Garon language, but where to use this knowledge is unknown for now. Okay, Topsy Turvy. Okay, we already talked about Topsy Turvy, which is related with Thais Rebellion. So I'm not gonna talk about it again. What else we have? Mysterious bosses. Yeah, there is a lot of mysterious bosses that they don't appear usually in the map of Tibia. very. I don't even know this. Nah, yeah, I know this and this, but there is some bosses that not all people know. Okay, stuck with one more than 100 gold. Yeah, this was in the past. I believe there is still some players with this. In the past, like Dragon Lords, I think, used to drop more than 100 gold, like 120 gold, for example. So some people still have these stacks. I'm not sure if this was fixed, but I have seen picture about this. Okay, and it's very interesting. The hidden ship level. Okay, this is very interesting one because there used to be a place, if I'm not mistaken, it was in Edron, right? If I'm wrong, please let me know in the comments. But so one guy discovered this place just by using a pick in in every square meter possible, and they find a hidden level. Okay, and it was called hidden ship level because you can actually find some ships there. They used to use this place to train and do our runes in the old times, but it doesn't exist anymore. Okay, it was deleted by Zipsoft. Ugon the Demon Bunny. This is part of the lore. Ugo the Demon Bunny. He's the father of Ferumbras. This not many people know about it. I mean, people who's not interested in mystery and those who know about the lore of Tibia don't know about this. This is the basically he is the father of Ferumbras. Okay, and the mother of Ferumbras is called Jenny the Gentle. So, and he was, well, Ugo was transformed into Demon Bunny. And the Demon Bunny, you can actually find him in Dream Challenge Quest. He was trapped by the Nightmare Knight. And you need a carrot to pass the first step of Dream Challenge Quest. What else we have here? Soralur's location. Okay, many people said that Soralurx is related to I mean, it's related to Triangle of Terror. So people think that the location is something like this, like Sorarur here and the other demons here. Mm, This is a theory, okay? But what I really think, if you study the lore about Sorarur, most likely he gonna appear in Ankramun or Vanuta, okay? If he ever appear in Tibia, we don't know much things about him, but the topics talking about this is about this theory that Sorarur should be respawn in Kormaya, I think is the point. I don't really think so. I think Soralurk should be spawned in Banuta or Ankramun, okay? Lever above Tom. This is in Rugar, right? I'm not really sure. But this is a lever in the second floor of Rugar in the main city, in the center of the city. There is a lever, a hidden lever there that obviously you cannot access. Maze of Fury is about Rugar 2. The third add-on. Okay, this is very old. When add-ons came out in Tibia, there was a third add-on, but you cannot use it. But it was deleted, so it doesn't exist anymore. The Colossus. Okay, the Colossus Fortress. We all know what it is about. It's in Khazur-dûm entrance, and you need a key to enter to this place. It was set by Sipsoft. In the past, people used to have this key, but we don't really know what happened to this key. So I think nowadays there is no player with this key, so no one can access to this place. But Zipsoft says, Zipsoft opened the door to Colossus in a test server some years ago, but there was nothing, just a really nice place to walk in. It's so powered but Subway. Okay, I'm not really sure about this. I mean, I hear about this many years ago, but I think it was in Germany. I don't know that you can get some gift by buying stuff in Subway. I'm not sure. If you know about this, please tell me in the comments. But I'm pretty sure if you, it's like, I don't know, just imagine yourself going to McDonald's nowadays and there was like a gift that you can use this code to do something Zipsoft. I mean, like premium account or something like that. I'm not really sure. I'm gonna be honest. Troll Lady. Okay, this is still a mystery. The Troll Lady is the chef Garkarok. I don't remember the name. He's in Edron, and it's a still unsolved quest. Pilot Science. Okay, I have talked about a little about this in one of my videos. This is in Doracia. In theory, you should be able to get the pilot license, okay? Somehow, but we don't know how. You have to talk to the NPC in Doracia who travels in a carpet, and you can ask him about this. And to get a carpet, to buy a carpet, but we don't really know what to do with it. I mean, we don't really know what if you can afford it in the first place. We're not sure if this mechanic exists, and if you can, we don't know how. So it's a little mystery. It's very interesting and might be related to a really big mystery actually. So it's worth to check. Triangle Tower. Okay, Triangle Tower is in Jagundab Desert. It's a very mysterious tower because first it's called Triangle Tower, but it's actually not a triangle. It's not a triangle tower, but we have three creators there, like having a meeting, which is a witch, a dwarf geomancer, and a monk. Okay, there is a lore behind it, and I think that's why it's called Triangle Tower because they are three creators, like three leaders working on it. Okay, and they working together. Why they working together? You can find this information by besides their cathedral, for example. They working together. They making alchemy and potions and a lot of things. It's like a sect, you know. It's a very interesting topic, and you can learn about a lot of lore about it. But okay, but Triangle Tower is like very old in Tibia time, not in game time. Okay, so as far as I know, this place was used by the old warlocks. Let's remember that the warlocks we see today are the new warlocks, but there are also old warlocks like Ecclesias, for example, or maybe like Eremo. Okay, most likely they are very old warlocks. And this triangle tower was a source of power in the past, and that's why triangle tower seems like very old when you visit. It has like a holes in the walls and all this stuff. Okay, I'm not gonna talk about all these topics because there are many topics, and I don't know all of them. I'm gonna talk what I have knowledge about it. Okay, Shadow Thor, Magic Walls, and Teleport. Yeah, this is very old. This is in Benor, and Shadow Thorn is Elf Fortress. Uh, the lore about this place is very cool. The elf, well, we all know the elves. There is a lot of casts of elf, a lot of it's not just elf. There is Teshiel elf, Kuridai elf, Shelabdil elf, Deraizim. I'm missing one. I don't remember now. Anyway, um, the elves from here, they are Kuridai, and they trying to reach the ascension, just like the boss, who you can see there, is Daralion, right? And Daralion is trying to reach the ascension. The lore about this place is very interesting, so I really recommend if you are interested to look at it. Spectral Tome, I think this is Nagram, right? I don't know why or not. I'm not sure. Spectral Tome, I think it's an Ankramon actually. Hall of Lost Door. This one is a very mysterious doors in Jagundab Desert. No one really know what they do. I think these Hall of Doors are related to what I was talking here, Dice Rolls. Okay, I think if you do something in Dice Rolls with the Talons, Lava, and Wand of Might, after you do something there, you have to run to Hall of Lost Doors and there you're gonna be teleported to Dimona. Okay, that's what I think. I have tried this a couple times, but I think I need something else. Just a little theory I have about it. Uh, what else? Igor Desmet Daem. Okay, this is one. This is the text in Rogar, right? But this was it's just an inspiration for another game. I'm not sure if this one is from Rogar or Edron. I'm not sure. I have to check it. But anyway, it means nothing as far as we know, so it doesn't matter. Jagundaf hydraulic pressure. Okay, this is very. A lot of people ask me about this because this is a book in Jagundaf Desert in Desert Quest who talks about hydraulic pressure to open walls or something like that. But we already use this knowledge, so I don't think this is a mystery anymore. I'm gonna explain you why. Because if we go to the library in Jagundaf Desert, there is actually a tile that you can press. Let's see, this is the player. You press this tile and you open a wall. The rodworm wall. Let's see, this is the rodworm. And this is the wall. And when you press this wall, you're gonna lower the I mean, when you press this tile, you're gonna lower the wall. So there is no mystery about that, in my opinion. We already use this knowledge, but people think they have it has to do with the Lake Ambrose. Okay, I don't really think so. I think we already use this knowledge to open the wall in Jagond of Desert.